I'm stood 100 miles from London in the Calais jungle. The first time I came here was in February with a group of friends, all of us architectural designers. We came here to volunteer, bear witness and find out what was really going on here. After leaving in February, we decided that we had to help because what is here is not okay. What you're about to see is how we're going to help and how you can help as well.
It all started on one evening spent in the camp's community building called Jungle Books. On approach, we could hear the faint sound of music and were immediately whisked inside to join some dancing. The dancing soon finished and a scheduled meeting attracted a flood of people through the small door. The exchange between residents, aid workers and volunteers was eye-opening. It allowed us to truly understand the constant stress and despair that presses the people who live and work in the jungle, and that community buildings are intrinsic to any semblance of hope. In February 2016, an eviction and demolition notice was placed on the southern half of the jungle, but some community buildings were exempt. This situation can't be ignored. We have the opportunity to provide a building which will help to alleviate the struggles that residents and volunteers face daily. We think the building should be movable, an open space that is ventilated and full of light. It should have a fire and more than one door. A simple overhang can enhance a building's use. Translucent walls make a space feel good, something which isn't common in the jungle. We can use strong ropes instead of columns, so the inside space is unobstructed. The building will be made in pieces that fit inside 2 vans. We will build these pieces in the UK and drive them to Calais. When we arrive in the jungle, we want to involve as many young people as possible in the assembly. It's designed so that anyone can get stuck in. The vans will be unloaded first of all. Here you can see a person rolling a tyre. It's filled with concrete and will be a foundation. The walls are simple to put up. The frame just slots into the foundations. We will need to use 2 ladders and a prop to help us put up the roof. These items and the structure are made with timber, a material that is easy to adapt. The pieces of roof structure are lifted into position by 2 people. We will be adapting reclaimed windows. These will simply slot into the structure. The roof sheets can be passed up and installed by 2 people. They are tied down with rope toggles, a fix that doesn't have to be permanent. No one will be climbing on the roof, and it's easier and much safer to connect everything from underneath. There's a lot of decent construction material thrown away. We will capitalise on unused insulation to keep the inside of the building warm. We will break it up and put it into textile bags. Each bag will be manageable for 1 person, and corrugated plastic sheets will be a protective skin. The building will be used as a safe place for the unaccompanied children living in the jungle. It will be flexible. It can be used as a gathering space, but curtains can separate the space into smaller areas for teaching or for sleeping. When you first see the Calais Kids space, you might think it quite enticing. To get in, you can use any of the 3 doors. These will be made just like the walls. They'll have a nice weight to them. The building is appropriate for large gatherings with its high ceilings. Most of the time, however, it will be used by children who need somewhere to feel safe. We imagined people gathering around a fire, huddling together, listening to someone talking in the centre. The windows are placed low, so those sitting near the stove can look outside. A group of people could be having a lesson, whilst others just relax. The building will serve as a reminder that we haven't forgotten and things need to change. So the question remains, how can you help us to realise the Calais Kids space? We need you to help us raise the money for the building, the transport and the initial startup costs. Every penny donated will be invaluable and will go directly to the making of the Calais Kids space. We have an opportunity to help improve an unjust situation, a situation that cannot be ignored.